Hi, my name is Gay Hammond, and I am the director of WonderQuest, which is a theater for young audiences in Gainesville, Georgia, as well as being the founding dramatist for New Classics Plays. I teach playwriting at Brenau University. The writing tip that I wanted to share with you today is about character typing, character types, how to create contrasting texture and dimensionality in your characters through using certain types that are going to attract individual personality types in the audience. This started with me with writing for young audiences where I had specific age groups in the audience, and different ages are attracted to different types of personality. But it works with any audience, with any common audience of characters, because you're trying to get the audience on your side to follow the journey of the story. We all think about protagonists and antagonists, but every character that you look at, you need to create a texture for, not just some version of your own self, but characters that are going to be attracted to different people in the audience so that they're going to follow that storyline, that journey. So it works with fiction, it can work with playwriting. You want your audience to be connected to the story. I call these characters that I create in this way identifiers. Obviously, this isn't the only aspect of their personality, but this technique is especially helpful when you get stuck or you feel like all your characters have the same voice or you're just not sure where to go. Identifiers are types of characters that are for individuals in the audience. And I'm going to tell you today about 4 basic ones, and you can look at them in a number of different ways. The first one I call the innocent. And the innocent character, whether it's a lead or a secondary character, the innocent looks at the world with a pure and unfiltered view. They have less world experience. Everything's new. This is the character who's going to be asking questions. It has less to do with age. It doesn't have to be a young character, but it has to do with the mindset of the characters. Sometimes they're peripheral characters. Sometimes you follow them on a main journey. A quest story is often going to have an innocent who's then going out into the world and finding experiences. But they question things. It's a great way to get out your exposition because they don't know anything. And you contrast them really easily with something I call the adventurer. And the adventurer is a character focused on action, on getting things done. The innocent character is functions mainly on their emotional levels, right? They're thinking, they're feeling, they don't know what's happening. The adventurer, it wants action. They want to take charge. They want to do things. They're a very physically based character. You can have them as a hero. People often think of them as a hero, but you look at somebody like Han Solo, that's an adventurer character. Luke Skywalker starts out as a very innocent character, right? So the adventurer and the innocent, even if you just focus on those 2 types, you get an automatic dimension in your writing because of the contrast in those textures. But it's really nice to have this 3rd type in there as well, who I call the reasoner. I don't just call it the reasoner. Molière called this character the reasoner. And the reasoner is the character who is logic-based or mind-based. This is the character who wants to analyze, who wants to think about things, who wants to find out all the facts before they take action. So often this reasoner is providing a kind of control for the adventurer, right? Because they want to think about things, not take action all the time. And then I like to throw in a character that I call the nurturer. The nurturer, again, this is not about age, right? It's a mindset or an emotional character who is there to nurture, to take care of others. It's a great character to have in the same scene or story arc with an innocent. It's a great character to give contrast to the adventurer because it calls out that softer side of the adventurer. So the nurturer is a character who is emotion based, but also has a lot of practical knowledge usually. So you have emotions, you have the mind, you have physical, the action, and you have that reasoner going on as well. And if you just think about these types, you will automatically give contrast and texture to a scene, a play, a story arc. That texture will automatically begin to suggest tone in dialogue, vocabulary, and in tempo. A character who's created through his action, who wants to make things happen, his tempo as a character is going to be very different from a character who's filled with wonder or who's trying to find things out. So just by thinking about these types and putting them in a story arc, in a conflict situation together, you are automatically going to have texture and dimensionality and identification with your audience, with different members of your audience. And you give them more doorways, more windows, more paths that they can follow your story, through which they can attach to your story and go all the way through the experience that you want them to have. Thank you. Those are my writing tips today. I'm Gay Hammond.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook.